What up? What up?
What is up? What is up, Crypto King? Shout out to Crypto King.
What's going on, Crypto King?
I think we were saying that we had a good time the other time, so we're going to have to do it again.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do it again. I think it was a very good show. We had a very good show that night.
It was very good. So what's up, Desert? What are you doing? What's going on? Sun's out, guns out?
It's Wednesday. Was a long day. There you go. Roll up them sleeves. You still working out?
Yeah, dude. I've been I'm up to like 3.5 miles a morning.
Nice.
It was, dude, it was so hard to get up to a freaking quarter of a mile for the first like 2 weeks. I swear to God. Crazy.
Yeah, that happens. I'm not a runner.
Well,
I'll do cardio, but it's not running.
I'm trying to get up to like where I can breathe here again. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I've been here a month, dude. And it took me a month, like going most of the days, if not all of the days, to get up to 3.5 miles. I used to be able to like get, I used to be able to get up there, but
it's just too much impact. I'm a bigger feller. I like the elliptical.
You're not that big. I thought you were going to be way bigger than you actually are, though, for real. Just because of how much you were like, oh, I'm so big, I got to walk in sideways, all this stuff. I was like,
I never said that.
What's up, Fozzie? How we doing, Fozzie? Yes.
I carry a lot of weight, though.
You're a little stocky, you got some size.
It's just the impact. I'm just not a runner. I like the elliptical because there's no impact on the knees, and you still get that running motion. You know what I mean? I'll do 30 minutes, 40 minutes on the elliptical. That's not a problem.
Hey, we got ellipticals out here. Oh, here, I'll tell you what. Let's see. So I actually, we'll not do that at the beginning. I think I actually got some tweets. I got some tweets. I got some tweeters.
Some tweeters?
Yeah, I got some tweeters. They were kind of interesting. And then what else? Well, I know you. Well, first of all, let's say everybody make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video so we can get our message out, so we hit the algorithm the right way. And if you read the title and you're not tapped into pop culture, you're like, Bitcoin continues to go in one direction, ? As Ondo expands to Sui, ? You're probably like, okay, Ondo expands to Sui, makes sense. Bitcoin continues to go in one direction. That's kind of a strange wording going on there. But let me tell you guys what happened. So I know, and I can tell, and I know this deep in my heart of hearts, that based on the age of everybody in our typical audience, that you guys are distraught and very upset. And this is a very serious moment. But Liam Payne from One Direction passed away. I don't actually know the reason or how he passed away. I'm sure that there's a story there, but at 31 years old.
Isn't One Direction like K-pop?
No, One Direction was like Disney's child band that like became
that English kids, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember when I was in high school, some of the girls would cry every time that they saw them.
Right. Now,
and they were just excited.
Now I know who One Direction is. When you said it earlier, I thought it was like the K-pop band. Isn't there?
You're
a
like,
big
nobody
band
cares about Korean pop music, even though it's one of the largest genres in the entire world.
Isn't there like a big band out of South Korea?
Yeah, you're thinking, yeah, I can't remember. It's like B something. The fact that I can't remember right now.
Yeah, that's who I thought you were talking about when you brought up One Direction earlier. But I think I know who One Direction is now.
Oh, it's BTS. That's who you were just
BTS. Yeah, that's BTS. Who I thought was.
Not BTS. If that was the case, they might have turned off the internet for like a day of silence, to be honest. There's a lot of BTS fans in the world, I will tell you. And yeah, but what I will say is my day's been going pretty good. It was a pretty busy day. Oh my gosh. Let me show you something. Okay, I'm going to come right back.
Well, while he's gone, do us a favor, everybody. Like everybody on the ticker Follow everybody on the ticker. Do us a favor, like, retweet, share this with a friend, do all that good stuff. Hit that notification bell. If you're on Twitter, we love you guys on Twitter. Do us a favorite, maybe hop over to YouTube, give us a subscribe, give us a like. Let's get this algorithm pumping. We come to you Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST every day. And while you're at it, check out tokenempire.xyz. Our trading bot will be dropping within the next couple of weeks. I don't know the exact date. That's why I'm just saying a couple of weeks. I'm pretty sure it's like within a week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And also, our Boss Mint. Some of you guys may already know this. The Boss Mint will be pausing at the end of this month. So you now currently have about 13, 14 days if you want to mint a Boss. And then we will be pausing the mint. And we will be working in some stuff when it comes to the trading bot and everything like that. We might have some free trials. We might not have some free trials. You'll just gonna have to wait. That's all there is to it. So
all I'm saying is the only way that you could potentially benefit from anything exciting that we plan on doing during this time is probably by not minting and not holding on to a JPEG Boss throughout this time after we pause the mint. Sorry, got a little tick there. No, I'm just kidding. But hey, look, here's the thing that I was really excited to share with you guys. So look at these shoes right here. Look at these shoes.
Oh my God, everybody. I've been hearing about these freaking shoes for 2 weeks now.
Okay,
so
now let me tell you.
The shoes.
Let me tell you about these shoes, okay? These shoes are 12 years old. And in 2012, when me and my family went on a trip, my dad said I could have any one thing that I really wanted. And it was these handmade Italian shoes, man, from a little castle village called Macerata in Italy. And let me tell you, I wore the stuff out of them for 8 years until they were unwearable. You couldn't do anything with them. And then this little man downstairs was like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll fix them up. I'll make them just like new. He's like, it's going to cost you a lot of money, though. And I said, all right, well, how much is a lot of money? He said, be about $35. Well, I was like, sold. First of all, those shoes cost like $250 when we bought them in 2012 because they were literally handmade by some little old guy. I think the term is metrosexual. Wow. Oh my God.
100%. 100%.
Fired.
Let's go.
Fired. Look, let me tell you, those shoes got some sentimental value. But 8 years I wore them, you know what I'm saying? And so now I'm going to wear them for another 8 years. You know?
You just made my day, Third Patriot.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. That got me too, to be honest. That got me too. Maybe that's what that'll be the clip for today. There we go.
Just wait. Here in about a week, he's going to be showing you off his suit jacket he had made downstairs also. Hey, don't get me wrong. When it's time to dress nice, I like to dress nice, but John gets real excited over stuff like that.
Dude, I get real excited. It's ties, belts, shoes, and watches. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like the details. I'll tell you what. But so yeah, that was the highlight of my day today. It took them they were 3 days late, 4 days late. It's okay. I wasn't counting, but
for $35, you can't complain, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
You can't even get a good pair of sandals in the States for $35.
Dude. I got a pair of sandals in Cayman Islands. It was $55, and my wife was like, "The hell?" She's like, "This is it's like half a week's work in unders." You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, tell you what. But so yeah, what else we got going on? What else is new?
Nothing much. SWE bounced. That's good. Popo is going to a 20 million market cap.
I've seen this one. I've seen all the influencers chill it. I've seen it all over the place. I'm sure that it will. I'm just, I personally am not taking part of this one, but I'm sure it will.
My opinion is something like that. I already missed it because it's already at 5 million, right? right, Daniel? About 4
No,
or 5
it's
million
because
already.
you're thinking Cardano small, bro.
I understand.
Thinking
No, I
Cardano.
understand, but it's a meme
Shit could
coin.
go to a billion. Could go to a
It's a
billion.
meme coin. If
Could go to
it's
a
not an
billion.
established meme coin, I'm not buying into any meme coin that's over like $1 million.
Well,
That's
do you know what? I
But then
personally,
again, I suck at trading meme coins, so don't fucking listen to me.
yeah,
You
I
know what
agree.
mean?
I agree. Oh, look, he got in at 250K. So I mean, he's doing good. He is
Yeah.
up. He's up. I'll tell you what I did buy. That is a meme coin.
Oh, it's at 2.4. Okay.
2.4 mil. I will tell you what I did buy. There was meme coin. So I had some dust in my Solana wallet, my Soulflare wallet, literally less than $5. And then I saw Lua post about a ticker called Ultra, right? And then so I checked it out. I looked at the chart, and you just saw the chart. It went straight up, straight down, and it was within 2 minutes of like the bottom possible zero bottom that Lua had put out this tweet. And I was like, there's only one way it can go. I'll throw $3 in there, you know? And so I got $3 in Ultra. Let's fucking go. I'll tell you what. I was like, if I lose it, I lose it. You know, if I lose it, I lose it. But shout out to Lua. You know,
I haven't even checked. I got a couple of meme coins on Sui, but I'm pretty sure they're at zero. I don't even care. I don't have the bandwidth to deal with meme coins, bro. You have to be on it. You have to be researching. You have to be looking at communities. I mean, yeah, you can just throw an ish ton of money at a bunch of different coins, you know, but most people lose money doing that. The people that make money on memes are the ones that are always researching, always looking at communities, checking Twitters, checking deck screener. It's like a full-time job.
So I just got a notification on X, and it says block is changing soon. If your posts are set to public, accounts you have blocked will be able to view them, but they will not be able to engage. For more control over who can see your posts, you can still protect your account and suggest change that.
Well, I don't care. There we go. Let's go, Crypto Remora. Smash the likes buttons. Let's go.
Appreciate you.
Personally, that doesn't bother me. If I block somebody, I mean, which is extremely rare, I would just mute somebody before I even blocked them. But if I block somebody, it's because I don't want to hear the ish they're spouting. I don't care if they see what I got to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. You know? That's why I always say, oh, he said womp, womp, womp. I don't know what that means.
Jasper went to zero.
I'm not going to look at it. But what I am going to say is I mute people. And I mute people because I don't want to block people and then for them to be mad thinking that I care that much about the fact that I'm not seeing their things. I just don't want to see their things sometimes.
Right.
But it is what it is.
It's like I said before, bro. I'm quick to like hit the silence button when my brother's calling me. So I have no qualms about meeting people or muting people that I don't even know. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just don't want to, you want to curate your timeline. You know, you want to see certain stuff. You know, you use Twitter for research, you know? But but blocking, that's just because you're a big old freaking bitch. You can't take the heat. But other than that, I mean, I have a couple. So Ondo's USDY is now on Navi, the largest lending protocol on Sui. We're going to get into that. We're going to read an article about that. Charles Hoskinson. I got an article about Charles Hoskinson and some new SIP. It is a SIP 118 proposes validation zones to optimize transactions. And I was reading through it, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And you'll understand what I'm talking about, John, because when we were on JPEG Store one day, we were talking with our dev, and we were talking about how transactions get broke down about like data scraping and everything like that. And he said, well, do me a favor, do a test transaction on JPEG Store so I can see how they're pulling data. And like when you list an NFT or you buy an NFT, it like pushes your whole what did he call it? Not a tech guy. It like queries the entire thing in your wallet. It queries your whole freaking wallet and then pushes it, and it like sends the other stuff back to your wallet, and what you're sending goes away. And I kind of noticed that on our multi-sig, we had Roundtree. And when we would transfer funds
Round
at
table.
the top, what's up?
Round table.
Round table.
Yeah. No, that was
I
it.
never get that.
You were thinking tea tree
Right.
oil or peach tree.
We had Round Table for quite a while before we moved over to Summon. And when we would send a transaction, it would be the transaction we're sending plus every freaking asset we had listed in that wallet would be in the transaction, and it would send the ADA or the NFTs or whatever we were sending to one address, and it would like revert the rest of the wallet back to our address. Super weird. So this article that we'll bring up later goes into that, has something to do with validation zones to where it breaks it down, and it's super techy. Some of you guys may understand it. I barely grasp it, but I still think it's important. I mean, Cardano tech, that's about all it has is tech, because it don't have TVL and it don't have users. So why are you muted? What's going on?
I just got this message from Jade. It was related to what I thought was going to be something else, but he said, I need your help really quickly. And I just was looking at it. And so
tell them we're live. We're live.
I did.
We're bothering us.
I did. No, I did. I looked at it. It was interesting. But we're here. It's about time for Market Watch.
You want to go to Market Watch? Let's roll that clip.
Yes, sir.
Wow, the clip was glitching on my end. I didn't even see it. It just like
it looked for me.
Huh?
It went the whole way through. It went the whole way through for me.
Super crazy. Maybe it's just on my end. All right, let's take a look at the market. Let's go ahead and refresh that, get the best data we can. So we're only down 0.3%, still at $2.43 trillion. Volume on a Wednesday coming in at 104. Bitcoin dominance, I want to say that's up a point, right? 54.9 yesterday. We're at 55. Ethereum coming in at 13 and 7.917 Gwei to send to ETH transaction. We got Bitcoin coming in at 67,655, up 0.5% on the 24. We got Ethereum coming in at 2617, up 0.3. BNB back over 600 at 1.6. We got Solana at 154, up 0.4. We got XRP at 54.76, up 1%. We have Dogecoin. Wow. Massive pump from Dogecoin. I do believe Elon put out a post that just said like D.O.OG. whatever. And you know, when he posts, people buy Doge. So Doge is up to 12 cents, up 6.4 today.
That's hilarious because I was literally just now looking at an article and it was like, Doge having trouble getting over 10-cent resistance area. And then you say that and I'm looking at it over 10 cents. I was like, these freaking people, they don't know what.
That article didn't age well, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, look, I'll tell you when it came out. This was 38 minutes ago.
38 minutes ago, somebody didn't look at the price chart because this did not happen in the past 38 minutes.
They wrote that
we got
yesterday.
Tron coming in at 1597 up 0.6, Ton Coin at 524 up 0.2, Cardano at 3519 down 2.1. Cardano's the only thing down in the top 12. And we got Avalanche coming in at 2806 up 0.2. Let's see what the biggest gainers are today. Mog coin. That's that meme coin up 12%. Bonk up 11%. Dogecoin up 6%. Top three spots are held by memes. Then we got SWE coming in up 4.2. We got Pith up 3.6. Stellar up 2.5. Floki up 2.1. So some decent gainers. I mean, we have some decent gainers. Not like yesterday. Biggest losers. We got Hedera down 5.9. Notcoin down 4.0. WorldCoin down 3.9. Core down 3.5. Uniswap down 3. Arweave, Beam, The Graph, Aptos, BitTensor. So not looking too bad. Let's take a look at the market. We will look at SWE in just a minute, but let's look at Bitcoin. Let's go to the daily. So Bitcoin puts in another green candle for the third day in a row. Okay. And they are consecutively getting smaller. But you can see we got 1, 2, 3. Today's candle being 0.82. And I mean, we're only an hour and a half into it, this candle, but it's starting off as a starburst. That can't be good because that's a reversal candle. So, and when we come down here, we do have, so I was looking at this earlier. We do have this bearish div. Oops, we got to change that. I was doing some spider lines earlier, so we got to change that. Okay. All right. So we do have this bearish div on the momentum, but we're not showing a bearish div on the RSI. We are slight, as of course that's not going to because that's stupid things in the way.
Wait, so Third Patriot says 58.81 BTC dominance. If that's true, which I think last time that you said that, we asked where the numbers.
No, it's a trading view. That's on trading view.
Okay, I was going to say that is interesting because it means that we are technically getting closer to the 60%.
No, we were higher yesterday, weren't we? We'll look at that right now. Let me look at Bitcoin real quick, and then we'll check out Bitcoin dominance. Because we were looking at it yesterday, and we were hoping we want Bitcoin dominance to start to roll over and come down a little bit, because then that's when alts will run, you know? So we'll look at that. So Bitcoin kind of going 58.7. Okay, so it is up a couple points today. Okay.
If Ben Cowan is right, I'm going to eat my socks on live camera. I'm saying it now. I'm going to eat a whole sock.
That's pretty dumb because that could happen tomorrow, bro. Bitcoin could just shoot up tonight. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be betting against Ben Cowan, you know? So, all right. So we got the higher high. Like I said, we got a bearish div on the momentum, but not necessarily on the RSI. The RSI is kind of flat. We do still have some room to run. We still have money flow going to the upside. We haven't clipped yet, but the VWAP is coming back down. So we could, over the next day or so, if that candle turns red, we could see this start to clip and maybe work its way back down. But that's kind of what we want. We want Bitcoin to go up. It don't have to dump, but we want it to stabilize, maybe move to the side a little bit, and then let these altcoins run. You know, the liquidity gets sucked out of altcoins, goes into Bitcoin, Bitcoin runs. Bitcoin holds a position, liquidity comes back out, goes into the altcoins, altcoins go. So let's go down a little bit. We'll go down to the 2 hour, see what's going on. So the 2 hour is kind of the same thing where we have, whoops. Come on. Where's my damn thing? There we go. So we got price continuing to the upside, and we got momentum starting to roll over. So that's another sign that I think Bitcoin is ready to come back down a little bit. Plus money flow came down and is starting to flatten off. Get rid of these. Just look at the RSI down here. RSI is getting real choppy as it goes up. So, and we got the hump, and it's starting to get that little rolled over effect. So like if we flip that, you could argue, if this was inverted, you could argue this is some kind of Adam and Eve double bottom getting ready to play out. So boom, bottom, spikes up, bottom, and now we're starting to round, and then back to the upside. So when it's on the top side, you're going to see the same thing. It'll start to round, maybe come back down, maybe retest our SR level right here, the macro SR level. So I would just keep an eye on Bitcoin. It was not able to, it would like get up to 68, come back down, get up to 68, come back down. It wasn't able to like get up and stick over. And as you can see, it's kind of really respecting this. So I drew this the other day. Boom. And it's really respecting that top. It's going to have to break this to get up. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance real quick. So Bitcoin dominance on the 2 hour. So we drew this yesterday, I think on the 4 hour. No, maybe it was a daily. Yeah, there we go. On the daily. So on the Bitcoin dominance, we drew this yesterday, this bearish div, and it's kind of playing out on both the RSI and the momentum waves here, because obviously you got the higher high, and when we look down here, that's definitely a lower high, and this is flat to lower. So you do got that bearish div on the Bitcoin dominance, and we really want to see it come back down. We want it to pull back down below 58, come down. Eventually it's going to come down and touch this 21, and then that's going to allow altcoins to run. You know what I mean? The liquidity, it's a liquidity shift. So I doubt they're going to pull it straight out into USD. So it's pretty much a liquidity shift. People are going to start pulling profits, you know, reinvesting, stuff like that when they realize that Bitcoin is not going to keep running. So let's go down. Let's see anything on the lower time frames. So you definitely see the bearish div here on the lower time frames. You know, obviously trending up, trending down, even same with the RSI. Oops. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Things so close together. You see this trending down right here. So definitely, you know, boom, get another little bloop, and then comes back down. It's fighting the 21 right now. So definitely good. I would like to see it come down. I mean, obviously, because I don't own Bitcoin, so definitely want to see it come back down. All right, let's look at SWI. SWI had a beautiful bounce. got back above support. Let's go to the 2 hour. Let's go to the daily first, I guess. So we are in this upward trending channel right here. Even with SWE, we do have the bearish div on the top. We do have that bearish div still going. It has come down. We got the bearish div on the RSI, but we also, it's like it goes from bearish div to bullish div because we're getting lower lows on the RSI with higher highs on money. So it's like keeps flipping back and forth. Let's get rid of that. Let's go down to the lower time frames. Boom. Okay. So SWE came down, made that beautiful double bottom right here, got back above this SR level at 2072, and then bounced straight to the second resistance level at 212, retraced and bounced off the 21. And you could say we are starting to form a nice flag right here. Let's go down to the 15-minute. So we are getting above. We are above. Actually, it looks like it might be starting to roll over here on the lower time frames. Now that I'm looking at this. So we might be coming back down. We need this 200 to hold on the lower time frame. You could, though. Look at that. What does that look like to you, John?
That, to me, looks like cup and handle.
Yeah, it looks like a cup and handle. Boom. So right here's your rim. Your rim of your cup and handle is right here at resistance at 212. So, oops. I really need to work on my drawing skills. Damn it. That's the wrong.
There you go. Who's going to make a square cup?
So you got the cup. You got the handle. Okay. The rim is 212, which is the resistance level. Take it to the bottom of the cup.
God, I need to buy some
Take
damn
that.
SWE.
Boom.
I need to buy some goddamn SWE.
That's a measured move to 227, everybody. Now, if I was to take this long, which I'm actually in a SWE long right now, but hopefully it comes down so I can add a little more to it. I'd love to see it. I think I have another order just above 207 at like 2076, I think. I have another order to add to it. So I'd love to see it come back down here a little bit and then bounce off this and then go. But you're going to take the long, you know, if you're going by the pattern, if you're trading the pattern is once it breaks resistance, you check your lower time frames. In this case, it would be like the 7 and the 1 minute to make sure your momentums and everything are going in the right direction. Money flow, everything's going in the right direction that you want to go. You get in, boom, open your trade, set a tight stop loss like on the other side because you might come up, retest, and then take off. But I would set my take profit since we have, even though the measured move is up here at like 227, you have an SR level right here at like 221. So what I like to do is I'll set my target at 227, but then I'll do a take profit so you can close like portions of your trade in the middle of the trade. You know, it's like DCAing out of your trade. So I'll set like a close for like half of my position right below this SR level. So it'll bounce up, boom, it'll close half of it, and then it may come back down. But you got that half of that money already. Or if it continues, you still have the rest of your money going up into the thing. And always move your stop loss. I'm a little over aggressive when I move my stop loss, but once you get up, 5-10%, move that stop loss. At the very least, move it to break even. But at least if you move it into like 2 or 3% profit and you come down, at least you don't lose no money. And if you're on an exchange with trading fees, at least it covers your trading fees. You know what I mean? And you'll get wicked out. I got stopped out when I opened my suite earlier. I posted it in our Discord. So we broke 207. I got in at about 207.75. It pumped all the way up to 212. I moved my stop loss, and I was at, I want to say 211 or something like that. It came back down. Boom. Wicked me out. Actually, it was back here because it was on the 15-minute. So it pumped. It broke through and went up to like 215. My stop loss was up here about 211. Well, what did it do? It came down, stopped me out, bounced, and then fell. But who cares? I made freaking 13, 14%. Always protect yourself in the trade. Always protect yourself. You know? So that's kind of what I'm seeing on SWE. I would definitely play that. I mean, I kind of am playing it. That's not what I was playing. I'm playing the break of 207 and then the retest. When it came back down, I got in again. And now if it comes back down, I'll load in again. And I'm just letting it ride. You know, I believe it's going back to the upside. So that's where we're at with SWE. Popcat is still in this downward channel. Let's get some more data on the screen. Let's get rid of this a little bit. Let's go up to 2 hour. Okay, so Popcat, if you're looking for long term and you like memes, I do think Popcat is definitely a good meme pickup. Like Popcat and Whiff are the ones that I would pick up if I was going to pick up an established meme. Popcat's kind of the new kid on the block, and I think Whiff, I don't want to say Whiff will be the SHIB of this bull run, but it's got much lower market cap. Huh?
I think it's gonna be one of those senders, dude. Whiff,
I do think it's definitely going to send for sure.
It's so
but I don't know, you know, like what it started out at. I don't know what X it's at. So I mean, we had people literally make billions on SHIB. So I don't want to call it the SHIB of, you know what I mean? You got SHIB Toshi. Wasn't he an early adopter? Made like a couple $2 billion or some crazy crap. But yeah, so Popcat on the local retracement, pulled that fib. We're in the downward, the downtrend on the channel, and we're bouncing right here at the 786. And that's a beautiful set it and forget it. $10 in 3 months. $10 in 3 months. Set it. Popcat. Okay. Popcat. I was like, $10. That's not much for 3 months, bro. I got you. You're talking about Popcat. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't own any. Might have to pick some up. I didn't think it was going to retrace this much, but it's right here. Look at all that action. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for the past 20 hours, it's been ranging right here at the 200 and the 786, which is a beautiful accumulation zone. Also, we got momentum coming back to the upside. VWAP's kind of flopping up here, and the money flow is starting to come down, or still going down. But once this money flow starts to round off, I'm telling you, once Bitcoin levels off and money flow starts to come back into alts, you're going to see something like that as this momentum continues to go up. You know, we're relatively flat, and we're getting a big momentum to the upside on the hourly, on the 2 hour, my bad. And if we look, and if we look at the daily for Popcat, so daily, you can see we had this bullish div, and the bullish div is playing out, you know, and money flow is still flat. It's not curving down. Look at that. The bullish div is playing out. The VWAP's down. It's starting to flatten. Money flow went up and went flat, but it didn't come back to the downside. And the price is really, look at that, beautiful. Look at that. Bounce off the 21 on the daily. I think Popcat is getting primed. It's got a hell of a lot of liquidity. I think it's just a matter of time when the money comes back into the market. When money comes back into alts, Popcat's going to be a runner. You heard it here first. If you're looking for a long-term bag and you're into meme coins, I think Popcat is your meme coin. Let's look at WIF. Speaking of meme coins, WIF, we drew this freaking crazy cup and handle, and it still, it still has an upside of 450 on that cup and handle for WIF. We're in the same situation as almost every altcoin right now. Price to the up, momentum to the down, and this actually, that looks a lot like Popcat. Don't that look exactly like what we just looked at? Money flow is flattened.
Yes, sir.
VWAP on the downside has flattened, and you're in a bullish or in a bearish div, and it's came down and almost hit the 21. We got a bullish cross on the 21 and the 200. So, this could be playing out beautifully. This is kind of like the uptrend right here. I would definitely.
It's 100% true.
Be watching that. If it goes to 0, I said nothing. If it goes to $10, I'm a genius. Flip it. Flip it.
Yep.
There ain't no proof. Ain't no proof if it ain't clip. It never happened. So that's what I'm seeing on WIF. We do keep bouncing. The short term, we do keep bouncing right in here. So on the daily, let's go down to the 2 hour. You see all this action right here at this SR level, 267. Boom, all that chop, boom, boom, boom. All this chop right there. So we do need to get above 267. Even on the 2 hour, we're fighting with the 21, which is good. 2 hours not looking too bad. You got momentum coming up. You got money flow flattening out. Could be getting ready to turn up. VWAP's coming down a little bit, but not looking too bad. It is in this, you could say,
By Popo. It's not Popo, it's Popo. And so
I don't know if that'll oh, by Popo. Soul. Yeah, we'll look at Soul because we were looking at it the other day, but I see this.
Desert's actually
right
a
here.
Soul Maxi now.
Oh.
A lot's changed. We thought that he was going for Sui, but now he is a Soul Maxi.
No, I own absolutely 0 Soul. But
it's all right. Enjoy staying poor, sir.
oh, I will. When Soul breaks this, I got the alarm set. You see that little clock right there? That's an alarm, sir. So when Soul breaks this, I will definitely be looking for a long on Soul. Still think this is going to play out. I could be wrong on my analysis, but I haven't seen anybody else bring this up, this inverted head and shoulders on Soul. Boom, boom, boom. So, and I think the only reason it didn't break the other day is because Bitcoin ran so hard and the entire altcoin market took a breather. That's my opinion on it. So if this breaks to the upside, it's going to 203 is the measured move. It will have to break on the daily. That will cause it to break the daily flag that we're in right here. So you could see a move to it, a little retest and then a move through it. That would be beautiful. Look at that. If you take that, look at that channel. If you take that, Come on. There we go. Let's take that. Let's do some moon math for Sol real quick. Let's see where that takes us.
Sheesh.
$1,600 Sol?
400.
No, 1,600.
Oh, 16. I can't quite see it. Okay, I believe you.
Right there.
That's crazy.
$1,677 Sol. If that flag breaks like that. And obviously it depends on where you measured it. I measured it from the bottom right here, from the bottom of the overall move. What's this back? Last year, September of 23. So bang, bang, bang. But we got to get through this first. Let's see here. What is that? That looks like an overall. Yeah, let's go on the weekly real quick. What does that weekly look like? I'm curious now. Let's get rid of this. Not quite. I mean, that's really ugly. You know what I mean? It's kind of ugly, but there's a triple bottom. Boom. Bottom. 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 I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If you measure from here to here, where does that take you to? That takes you 268. So the moral of the story is once Sol breaks that upper trend line, would Sol overtake BFB if that scenario plays out?
No, I bet you BNB is also going to pump too.
Yeah, you have to expect BNB to also pump, but where are we at?
But that was a good question. But I think BNB is going to pump.
So
I think it's going to
it's only a $16 billion difference. I thought for some reason it was a lot more. Sol could definitely overtake BNB. Let's see here. What's that? Here, you guys want some moon math real quick? I don't know why I don't have this. I don't know why I don't have it freaking bookmarked. Let's do some moon math real quick.
Oh, we like the coin perspective.
Okay, so let's see here. What are we looking at? So the one target that we were looking at, the head and shoulders, is a $200 Sol. So let's go here and let's go to a price of $200. A $200 Sol is a $94 billion market cap, which is definitely higher than BNB's market cap. But you got to expect BNB to go up a little bit during that. You know what I mean? Will Sol move quicker than BNB? I do believe it will. But BNB is a very stout ecosystem. You got to remember BNB fell the least out of, especially in the top 10. It only went down 50 or 60%. I think what was the low for BNB? It was 260 or something like that, right? So what's that? July of 22? Yeah, 219. Come on, get right on the. Here. I guess we should freaking. Come on, damn it. Right there. Yeah, 217 from 638. So about 66%. Even Bitcoin went down further than that. You know what I mean? So, But yeah, that's That's just if we hit the $200 mark. I mean, a freaking moon math. Let's go Sol with the market cap of Ethereum. Ethereum's current market cap, that is, takes us to 271. And that's 315 billion. So, you know, that seems, I don't know how much higher than that. What do you think? Maybe it could go to 500 billion, but I don't think so. Let's see, where's the input market cap? Oh no, not trillions.
Trillions would be crazy.
See, 500 billion, half a trillion is $1,000 Sol. 1,075. So yeah, could definitely. I actually kind of expect Solana to take over BNB, but so that's where we're at with Solana. That's really all I was going to look at. I mean, don't sleep on FTM. FTM, I think is going to be a good mover. Where they rebranded Scion. Is that what it's called? Scion?
Did they?
FTM, yeah, FTM rebrand.
That's crazy. I saw so many other rebrands and I paid attention to those, but FTM was a rebrand that I didn't see coming and I didn't expect, to be honest.
Yeah, didn't it?
I mean, I believe you. I just didn't pay attention to it. I missed that.
Oh, Sonic, not Scion, Sonic. So FTM token will soon migrate to Sonic, or hashtag S for the ticker. So, but look at all that growth.
It's an easy ticker. Even dyslexic people remember it.
I mean, it's building, right? Boom, boom, boom. Still a good distance away from its 2024 high. When you guys are looking for like short-term plays, this is what you should be doing right here. You should be going. Okay, which is why which is why I took some of my SWE and put it into Psi because of the difference. For SWE to double, it's got to go to $4.50. From here, it's got to go to 420, 426 from here for it to double. For Psi to double, all it has to do for Psi to more than double, all it has to do is go to its March high right here at $1.13. Okay. You figure we're still down. Let's go from the high on FTM to where we're at now. It's still 36% off of its high. So if you go the other way, that's got to be like a 60% increase. Yeah, 56%. So just for Phantom to get to its March 2024 high, it's a 60% move. Where coins like SWE have already surpassed their March 2020 high. Solana has not surpassed its March 2020 high. Maybe we should do it tomorrow night. We're not going to keep going into it because it's already 6:55. Or maybe Friday. Friday, we'll go through a bunch of coins. Maybe we'll go through like the top 100, or people can send us coins or something like that. And we'll go through and we'll check to see which coins have reclaimed their March 2024 high. And then check the difference. You know what I mean? Because if you're in a coin and you don't expect it to at least hit March 2024 high, then why the hell are you in the coin? Because we're all expecting like triple, quadruple, quintuple of March 2024. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
The ones that have retraced the most are probably the best ones to get in. You're closer to the bottom. So that's it for the market update. That's where we're at. Bitcoin, we want it to go sideways. SWE, we want to go up. And everything else we want to go up, right?
Yes. All right, so I have some Twitter stuff.
Let's do it.
Had to check my messages aren't open. They're not.
What? You actually looked first?
No, I did. So there was this one. It was great seeing my old friend and the Avalanche community here in Argentina. So this is, I'm pretty sure, the CEO, founder of Avalanche.
Well, hover over his name.
Founder, CEO of Avalanche.
Of Ava Labs.
Yes. So basically the Avalanche Foundation.
Right.
But, and then, so I thought this was cool. I'm sure that there's some kind of overlap there. They're not just, you don't get these two guys just together because they happen to be around the same place if it's not intentional.
Well, it is in Argentina.
Yes.
And Cardano's trying to set its foot in Argentina. So, of course, Charles is going to be there.
Yes.
You know.
Yep. And to that, then there's this. So Italy is to raise capital gains tax on Bitcoin from 26 to 42%. So higher than I actually even said before.
They must have been talking to Kamala.
That's funny. And then Justin, Goldman Sachs expects the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates to 3.25%. Or between 3.25% and 3.5% by June of 2020.
Wow.
25.
That is, what are we, we're at 4.5 to 4 3/4 right now. So we're talking between 1 and 1.5% cut. I guess that's not crazy. That's not crazy. We're a year out. They're expecting another 25 bip cut this next one, so like an 88% chance or something like that.
Yeah, maybe it'll be higher than that.
Maybe. Global quantitative easing, people. They're going to print us into Bolivia, but you know what? Our crypto's going to go to the frickin' moon.
Print us into Bolivia?
Yeah. Bolivian. Whatever. Not the actual country of Bolivia.
Into oblivion. Bolivia. All right.
Not the actual country. My bad.
Shout out to Rick McCracken and all of these guys here. Some great people that were having this roundtable, which is still, you could still go back and listen to it. I highly recommend it. It was very good. But so if you're not following Richard McCracken, you should follow him. He is a stake pool operator that has been a very loud voice in Cardano. I'm hoping to have an interview with him after the Cardano summit. But he's definitely a character, a personality in this space, and very interesting. So, and
he got Big Pay in there too.
He got Big Pay in there. I need to get him on. Screwed up, yes. I'm telling you. And then all of the other stuff. But yeah. So there we are. These were some of the things I saw on Twitter I thought were interesting. I wanted to share them with you guys. And then outside of that, I have an AI article which works with what we were talking about yesterday. But this one is actually about your favorite guy, Mark Zuckerberg, and Meta. And so...
boy.
Yeah, your boy. And then so Meta is helping AI models think clearly. And this is interesting before answering. And so what they're saying is that Meta just unveiled a new AI training method that could improve how machines process information and respond to queries, dubbed thought preference optimization, so TPO for short. This technique teaches language models to engage in internal deliberation before spitting out answers. In other words, they're thinking, sort of. So TPO basically...
In other words, they're implementing Facebook's ideology. Think before you say, so you don't get canceled. All right, my bad. Okay, go ahead.
Sure. But so it's basically like giving AI a mental pause button, allowing it to mull over things instead of blurting out the first response that comes to mind. The results, sharper and nuanced replies, and that sound less like a robot and more like a thoughtful human. This means TPO could bring Meta closer to offering an open source alternative to proprietary models like OpenAI's Strawberry, known for its complex problem solving. capabilities. And so Meta's approach differs from traditional methods like chain of thought, because prompting, which forces AI to show its work through different iterations, TPO keeps the mental gymnastics under wraps on its own in a single shot. And then so the training process is also different from simply telling the model to think step by step. Lost it. Starting with basic instructions following models, researchers prompt it to generate internal thoughts before answering. Through iterative reinforcements, learning the AI hones into its thinking skills, guided by a judge model that evaluates only the final output, which is what the user sees. So then it's basically user instruction, prepared thought, then it has same multiple outputs. So this is its whole thinking. Then it evaluates the response and then gives you the output, which is interesting. You know, I was actually talking about AI today with Nas, one of the artists on Cardano. And she was saying that she loves and she hates AI because she likes it for everything that has to do outside of artwork, right? But she hates the fact that, you know, it takes her days, sometimes months, to make a piece of art, whereas it takes an AI like 30 seconds to pump something out, right? But she said she uses AI for other things. And doesn't our trading bot have the same thing? So it has something similar. It has a neural network where it basically gets reinforcement from successes. So it's able to see how it's performed and remember what worked and what didn't work, which reinforces positive trades, basically, positive choices, as it goes forward. So at the beginning, they've said that it might not be as effective as we would want it to be at the beginning, but as it is taking in that data, then it's getting more and more effective at an exponential rate. And the rate at which it is already learning is exceeded their expectations. So we're excited, to say the least.
Most definitely excited.
Yeah.
So what else?
I mean, that's all I got for the most part. The only other things, we had the Tesla selling thing before. There was a Ponzi scheme promoter sentenced to 20 years in prison, but all of that I didn't find too interesting. So for the most part, things are boring, man. Things are boring.
All right. Well, I do have a couple of things here. Oh, did I close that damn Medium article? Oh, no, there's the Medium article right there. All bookmarks. Let's move that over here also. Okay, so first thing I want to go over, for all the Cardano people out there, here we go from the Coin Republic. Charles Hoskinson supports major update to boost Cardano's capacity. So Charles Hoskinson supports validation zones to improve Cardano. Validation zones aim to resolve UTXO contention and enhance composability. SIP 118 proposes validation zones to optimize transaction processes. So it's kind of wordy. I'll go through it. I mean, it's wordy to me. I don't, but Charles Hoskinson, co-founder of Cardano, has pointed out a long overdue innovation that would significantly strengthen the Cardano blockchain. Andrew Westberger, a Cardano blockchain developer, led the discussion on how the protocol finds it difficult to fulfill the user's intent when these instructions are not fully defined. So my understanding of that is like when you're trying to send something, it doesn't understand that, it's like, no, I don't want you to load all this data. I want this one specific thing. I want it sent, that's my understanding. Interestingly, the Cardano protocol is rigid at its core when it comes to handling commands directly from the user layer. The update that Charles Hoskinson highlighted in general tries to change this narrative. When processing with malicious intent, the system often results in less than perfect conditions for the user with on or off-chain layered transactions. Andrew Westberg's method will enhance processing intent at the first run. One advantage of his proposal is what he terms as composability and the Babel fees he outlines. Furthermore, according to the developer, Cardano stakeholders should consider this proposal. Some of the key backers for it have already included Hoskinson and Romain Pellerin, the CTO of Input Output. However, it's still unclear how the rest of the process will speed up. And then, so it goes into the validation zones. In the case of validation zones, the reason is to decide on the UTXO contest. As Westberger presented, one of Cardano's issues remains UTXO contention, or whether when transactions vie for the use of the same outputs. Notably, the problem concerns other blockchains that implement the UTXO technique in conjunction with Cardano. He stressed that due to this argument, consumers often experience several transactions for a single action in their wallet. So that, I believe, comes into effect where, like, how it sends the assets that you're not talking about back to your wallet and sends the assets that you want to send. And it's weird. It's kind of weird. If you look at Cardano Scan, I always thought it was kind of weird because it'll say like input 48 ADA and then like output, 20 ADA. And I've never understood what that means. Like, you inputted 48, nothing left my wallet, but it says that something left the wallet and it was like returned right to the wallet. Kind of weird. So perhaps the SIP 118 proposals validation zones could solve this and help the platform compound transactions more efficiently. This would greatly enhance transactions processing and composability. Furthermore, according to Westberg, the implementation of validation zones will make possible other much-awaited features like Babel costs, which let users pay transaction costs in currencies other than ADA, Cardano's native token. So does that mean, like, if I'm sending a bunch of risk tokens somewhere, I can pay the transaction cost in risk? Kind of like how on Ethereum, if you're doing a swap and you don't have an Ethereum and you have USDC, you can authorize USDC and pay in USDC or whatever other ERC20 that you're swapping or sending or something like that. Westberg cited protocol improvements that are squarely addressed in SIP 118, a Cardano improvement proposal that introduced a new validation zone structure. And these zones have to be something that begins others and completes some others. Then it seems logical to make them work out partial intents or transactions in the form of requests and fulfillments. This would allow transactions to stay flexible until they are fully validated, which would enhance operations like swaps and other decentralized exchange activities. This arrangement would increase productivity and preserve strong ledger guarantees as the ecosystem just hit 7 few weeks. What was that? Cardano ecosystem just hit 7 a few weeks ago. Okay. So that, and then, Dan Held or Gam Bardello predicts a 50 cent Cardano by the end of October. So we got that. But then, boom, we have this right here. Ondo's USDY now live on Navi protocol. Navigator's Navi continues to trailblaze SWI DeFi, spearheading the adoption of RWAs on SWI network. Starting today, the protocol will list Ondo Finance's yield-bearing USDY, opening new opportunities for users to access yields from native tokenized real-world assets. To learn more about this, blah, 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 read the Medium article. And I have the Medium article right here. This one is not very long. We'll just run through it. So RWA tokenization has become one of the largest market opportunities in the blockchain industry in the past 2 years. Tokenizing real-world assets allows investors to access more liquid RWA market, democratizing access to yield opportunities. At the same time, RWAs bring fresh capital to the blockchain industry by providing users and institutions with an entry devoid of significant volatility proper to cryptocurrencies. Investors have noticed the potential of this blockchain niche, and as a result, we've seen the size of this market grow to a staggering 5.86 billion, according to DeFi Llama as of September 2024. Ondo Finance stands at the forefront of the RWA tokenization mobilization with an explosive TVL growth to 616 million. The platform's success can be attributed to its commitment to providing innovative solutions that create a link between TradFi and DeFi. Ondo's flagship US dollar yield, or USDY asset, is a tokenized note secured by short-term US treasuries and bank demand. The recent expansion of this asset onto SWI has opened countless opportunities for the participants in this burgeoning DeFi ecosystem. In other words, USDY paves the path to integrating RWAs into the advanced yield strategies of the SWI DeFi puzzle. As Navi seeks to embrace more Tier 1 RWA assets and bring yield-bearing assets to users, Ondo's permissionless US Treasury token come up to be a perfect fit. I believe that should say came up to be a perfect fit. Listing the USDY liquidity pool will widen Navi users' alternatives on how to optimize their capital efficiency across the network and provide them with much needed exposure to the growing RWA industry. Navi's mission is to offer liquidity to high quality assets leveraging Move technology and provide users convenient and secure access to RWA assets. The project's infrastructure allows users to seamlessly enter and exit USDY supply and borrow positions at scale. So, and then here is some use cases for it. So the USDY liquidity pool on Navi synergizes with the inherent benefits of the asset. Designed to provide safe yields of 5.05% APY for its holders, users can combine this native yield with the APY on the platform. Here are very good reasons why Navi, together with USDY, can become a beacon for RWA adoption on the whole Move chain ecosystem. Supplying liquidity in USDY will provide users with an opportunity to earn yields from multiple sources, both from USDY and from lending entrants. Borrowing against USDY as collateral provides users with more capital efficiency while retaining exposure to USDY native yields. Borrowing USDY on Navi opens opportunities to plug this asset into the intricate SWI DeFi ecosystem and take advantage of other platforms supporting the asset. And then it says, Navi eagerly anticipates becoming the first RWA assets adapter in the Move chain ecosystem. We aim to supercharge RWA assets like USDY and more utility and drive this DeFi niche to take more solid foundations on SWI by providing the high liquid, secure, seamless, and user-friendly lending borrowing environment. Navi plans to set up RWAs for success and make them immediately accessible to both mainstream users and institutions. So, as in my opinion, is just one more bullish thing for SWI. I mean, we've already got over $1 billion in TVL on SWI. I believe Navi itself, just to put this into perspective, Navi, it's the largest lending protocol on SWI. Navi itself has 1.5 times the TVL of the entire chain of Cardano. So, and it's just the lending protocol on SWI. So
Sheesh.
now that USDY is being implemented, that TVL is only going to go up from here.
Sheesh.
And then it's a bull case for Ondo. Huh?
And it's a bull case for Ondo. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff going on there.
You know we love Ondo. You know we love SWI.
We do love SWI.
That doesn't mean we ain't going to dump Ondo in December and reaccumulate after we see what that freaking cliff unlock does.
Yeah.
Because we love money more.
Yes. 100%. 100%. Well, I mean, I don't have much else. I know that I'm going to make me some dinner. What'd you eat today?
There wasn't too much in the market today. I mean, scrolling Twitter and everything like that. That was really all I seen. Yeah, I guess we can call it. I mean, it's my night off from working out, so I'm going to go relax and get some geopolitics.
Oh,
and,
I was gonna say, wait, you watch things on Netflix and stuff like that? There is, well, there is a show, a movie, and it's called "It's What's Inside." Super interesting
It's
one.
What's Inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's Inside? Super interesting one. Check it out if you
It's
haven't.
not like Trillionaire, is it?
No, it's not in another language. You don't have to read subtitles. It's in English.
All right. Because I just read enough right now to last me a week, bro.
Well, no. You won't have to read it. There's not like the best movie or show that you could ever imagine, but it's in another language, so that's the barrier for you. I promise. This one's in English, plain old.
It's a big freaking barrier, bro.
Jeez.
It's like the wall that Trump never built. That's how big the barrier is.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. Anyways, I really freaking I love Trillion Game. If anyone watches Trillion Game, if you haven't watched it, you should watch it. It's on Netflix. Very good. Yeah. But It's What's Inside. Very good too. If you like
What's Inside.
If you like mysterious kind of like sort of like a murder mystery, but like not quite. I like sci-fi stuff, things that are weird, like trying to figure something out where you think you know what's going on.
Thriller?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. I do like that. I do like psychological thrillers.
I don't like a lot of stuff, and like when I find the good stuff on Netflix and stuff, I latch onto it.
Yeah.
So
it takes a lot to get me hooked on a show, you know what I mean? So if I'm not like in a movie theater, if I'm in a movie theater and the movie's like so, I still stay because I'm in a movie theater. If I'm at home and the movie is like so, click YouTube, I'm gonna watch something.
Yeah,
I spend 100%. If it's not football, it's YouTube, bro, for the most part.
100%. Yeah, 100%. I actually think that I'm going to go see. Did you see Beetlejuice?
No, it is. No, I ended up taking the grandkids to the trampoline park. I gave them a choice. I was like Beetlejuice or the trampoline park. They were like, "Oh, let's go to the trampoline park." And then when we were done there, I was like, "Well, what do you guys want to do next? Where do you want to go eat?" They're like, "Oh, we want to go see Beetlejuice." I was like, "No, I gave you an option. Where do you want to go eat? That's your next option."
They tried to pull one over on you.
Right.
They tried to get
like,
you.
"Oh, but they got food at the movie theaters." No, we're going to a restaurant. Grandpa wants to get home.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. No, so when I was talking to Naz, she said she watched it and it was great. And I've talked to a couple other people that said that they liked it better than the original. And I was like, no, you guys are wrong. They said, no, I'm serious. I liked it better than the original. How can you like the sequel better than the original?
Well, the reason I could see that it could be better than the original is the
original was done in like
CGI.
90s. Okay.
The CGI, yeah. The freaking, the cinematography and the special effects in the early 90s is not what they are today.
You didn't like the worms on Saturn?
Well, no, I mean, yeah, it was, I watched it when it came out, so I thought it was killer back then. But I'm just saying, now compared to then, So Fozzie says it was a decent movie, but not better than the original.
Thank God, Fozzie. I was like,
it is on home premiere, so I might rent it maybe this weekend or next weekend.
Though. He said special effects were good. That's
yeah.
good. So I thought about waiting until my wife gets here, but it turns out it'll be out of theaters when my wife gets here on Monday. And so
out of all theaters?
The ones here.
Well, I'm just saying you might be able to find an obscure theater that's still playing it.
Perhaps. That's actually a good point. I just thought that I would take my girlfriend to go see it with me instead.
There you go. I mean, that works. You know,
Just kidding.
whatever.
I keyed. But
Yeah,
here's a little.
just because she ain't said nothing in the chat, don't mean she ain't stalking you right
Oh,
now, bro.
I know. She's
Your phone's about to blow up right now.
No, she's lurking. She's lurking for sure. No, but actually, here's something funny. So here in Colombia, this was something I learned about the culture. A lot of the high-level professionals that I have been working with now have ex-wives, right? They have multiple ex-wives, and so in a lot of the conversations, they've been like, okay, so like here's my first ex-wife, here's my second ex-wife, here's my third ex-wife, and then here are all of what they call mozas. So your moza is not your wife, but that's your side piece, right? That's the other girl. She's never gonna be your wife, but you always keep her around, right? And then so all these guys, they have like multiple ex-wives and they got like 40, 50 mozas. And I was like, it's probably why it didn't work out. But hey, this is the place for it. A lot of people have mozas around here. It's culturally, I guess, like socially acceptable to an extent. Yep.
Is it like a Sancha?
I don't know what a Sancha is. Is that like the Mexican version?
You don't know what a Sancho or a Sancha is?
I know what a Sancho Panza is. It's probably related. It's probably where the root comes from.
What's that?
So Sancho Panza was he was this like small Mexican follower of Don Quixote in the Epic of Don Quixote. Don Quixote was like actually like a crazy guy.
Maybe it's an Arizona
Sancho
thing. Maybe
Panza follows him. He's like tied to him at the hip. He's the only one that sees what's going on.
Yeah, no, that's not the same thing. Maybe it's an Arizona or a Southwest thing, Mexico thing. Sancho is, the boyfriend on the side. Sancha, the girlfriend on the side. That's
funny. Because I was talking to one of the ladies here in the like little cafe downstairs, and I needed to change my SIM card in my phone, so I asked one of them for her earring so I could just do it. And she, like, the girl was like starting to take it out, and then she's like, "Oh wait, I have it on my keychain." And then the other one was like, "Oh yeah, I have one on my keychain too." And I was like, "Why would you just have those little things on your keychain? Like, that's crazy to me. Like,
that's
do you
very
really
odd.
take out your SIM card so often? You know what I mean?" And they were like, "Well, yeah, like blah blah blah. Yeah, we do." And so I was like, you probably got all these different phone numbers, one for your husband, for your boyfriend, for your other side piece. And then the lady was like, F yeah, like, duh. I got them. You know what I mean? They can only reach me when I want to talk to them.
Never in my life, bro. Never in my life have I ever, even when I had a lifestyle where I switched phones like twice a week, did I have a SIM card puller on the end of my freaking key ring.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? That's crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Bunch of sucias.
Sucias. No, they were joking. But I thought it was funny. And moza is just such a funny like side word for me, like for your side piece. Like right. I was telling my wife about that, and she was like, "Yeah, I dare you. Do it, bitch." She was like, "I dare you. I want to see it." No, they were joking. I swear. And I just want to make sure that I got these right. He said decent movie, but not better than the original. On the Beetlejuice and special effects were good, and I'm sure that they were. I'm super excited. I think I am gonna go see it by myself unless I can find one somewhere obscure.
Screw it. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. It's not your fault that she messed up when it came to her coming out to Colombia.
Yeah, she should have been here a week ago. Then we could have gone together. Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to go with my girlfriend. That'll show her. Just kidding.
All right.
Thank you guys. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you every day during the week, right? Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And just so happens that tomorrow, right? Tomorrow we will be on at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Right.
And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share it with your friend, tag that notification bell if you're in YouTube, tag a DJ if you're on Twitter. Let's spread the word. We're here every night. That's all I got.
Except for Saturday and Sundays. And Sundays because we have church. All right, everybody have a good